Welcome everyone to the Gunman Insta Live. Tonight we have an extremely special guest, one of the unsung heroes, the woman behind the fighter. It is a thankless task to be a woman of a fighter. And we are welcoming on Tasha Jay from Married at First Sight. We want to find out what it is like, what she's going through in the build-up to this fight that's coming up with her husband. Let's get her on. Hey!
Hey!
Tasha Jay.
I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm buzzing to have you on. Buzzing.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to chat. I'm happy to talk all things Paul, all things this fight coming up.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm fighting. I don't even feel like it's his fight. I feel like it's mine.
Mate, it is so good to have you on. Welcome to the Gunman Insta Live. This is an Insta Live channel that is set up for fighters primarily to give their journey and share their journey with the fight fans. But it is exceptional to have you on because one of the unsung heroes of any fighter is the woman that is behind the fighter. And so it's really interesting, even for myself tonight, to get some insight from you and for the fans to get a bit of an insight into the feelings that you go through. It's not you that picks up the belts at the end, but you deserve a belt. Having to deal with us fighters.
It's true. I feel like he is that focused on fighting and training that I have to just take a step back. Like I don't exist right about now because he's so focused on this fight. So I lose my man in the process, but it's worth it. It's fine. Yeah. Take him, have him, but I want him back.
Well, I'm going to come on to that actually about it's when you just said it's worth it. I'm going to come on to that a little bit later about the benefits of what he's doing and what he's encountering and just whether you understand that fully. But I mean, there's a saying amongst groups of men that there's one fight that you cannot win, and that's with the missus.
Well, that's true. That's very, very true.
Is that the case?
Absolutely. Come on, it's me. You cannot win any form of fight with me. It's impossible.
Yeah. Tasha by first round KO.
That is me. That is me.
Do you know what I noticed on your profile? You've got it's Tasha, not Tash, not Natasha. It's Tash. Can you talk us through that? Does that really piss you off?
It stresses me out. My name is Tasha. I'm not a Natasha. Don't shorten my name. Don't put letters into my name. It's just Tasha. I'm not Natasha. I'm not Tash. I'm Tasha.
Does it bug you?
It really annoys me. It's like when you first meet someone, they're like, "Oh, hi, Tash." I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
When did this friendship happen for you to call me that?
Yeah. I'm known as Gunman on here because when I was fighting, my name was Wesley Gunman Graham, and I just needed a dangerous name. I was a black kid living in Surrey, and I just needed a name that was a little bit scary. So I thought, what rhymes with Graham? Gunman sounds pretty scary. But my first name's Wesley, and when I hate when people get it wrong. When people get called Leslie. I mean, what kind of name's Leslie?
I mean, no offense to all the Leslies, but it's not Wesley.
Yeah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Do you know what I mean? That's a girl's name. No, not having it at all. Listen, I think for some of the guys that follow our channel are fight fans, and we just want to know a little bit firstly about your MAFS experience. And so the show, obviously, you get married, and then you go on and it's filming your experience. Can you just tell us a little bit about the whole journey?
Yeah. So to be honest, I feel like Paul and I had the easiest journey out of everyone because we liked each other the moment we saw each other. Obviously, you don't know who you're gonna marry.
Yeah.
When you walk down the aisle, that is the first thing you see.
Nerve-wracking.
Do you know what? Everyone thought I was mad because the whole morning I was fine. it wasn't until I was literally at Vale Flowers about to turn the corner, I was like, someone passed me a brandy immediately. I need a form of beverage. I was like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
Brilliant.
But that was nerve-wracking. And then, yeah, we just got on like a house on fire. He wasn't and I know he's watching, so he's probably going to stop.
Go on.
Looks-wise, he was my type. And then the more I started chatting to him, I was like, no, he's actually really, really nice. And I was like, I'm not used to nice. I'm used to,
naughty.
I'm used to bad man, road man. And I was like, he definitely ain't no road man.
No, he's a lovely guy. When I've spoke to him, I think he's brilliant. I connect with people all the time on these lives, and when I interviewed him and Bob, actually, I thought they were both really good guys. Both really, I just connected with them straight away. They're both top guys. So was the whole experience of, obviously you sign up to the show and you're gonna get married. Is that whole process daunting as well? Like a little bit, as in, look, I'm kind of selling my soul a little bit because I don't.
No, literally, because you just don't know what is around the corner. You don't know who you're gonna marry. You don't know if the journey's gonna be positive or negative. You don't know if you're gonna like the people you're around. You don't know how long you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like it is scary, but it was just so much fun. It's just one of them things, like, I'm never gonna forget that experience, and the people that I've met, like the friendships I've made. Obviously, I've got a whole man, and brilliant. Like just like the positives that come like after it and stuff. Like, I'm just so grateful for it. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so I see loads of people jumping in. If they've got any questions for Tasha, fire them in here. The good ones I will read out. the bad ones I'll ignore.
Well, there'll be a few bad ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to be interviewing a lot of the fighters at the press conference. And so if you aren't following me, follow me, because I'll be doing a lot of coverage on the fight night for Paul versus Bob Voysey. Actually, the press conference is coming up. I won't ruin it because it's not been announced yet. Almost did. It's not been announced yet. I think you might probably already know when it is, but it's coming up soon. And also I'm doing hoping to do an interview with Jordan Gale and his new opponent as well. So, mate, it's exciting times. It's really exciting times. So I was just going to ask you a little bit about being the woman behind the fighter. So are you nervous for him fighting? Because obviously he's been fighting before he met you. He's had 4 or 5 fights already, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Are you a little bit nervous for him going into this fight, or how do you feel?
Absolutely not. Have you seen who he's fighting? Come at me, Bob. Come at me. I've got more trash talk than them two had towards each other. I'm not the nice guy in here.
Yeah, exactly. You say it, girl.
Yeah, I'm not nervous at all. Like you said, like this is what he does. This is his occupation. Like he smashes it. And the way he's been training, like he's on it. Like, he's in shape. He's got the skill. He's got the technique. He knows what he's doing. Like, I'm not worried at all. I've never once doubted him for this fight. I'm just like, is it even a competition? Yeah. Are you not just going to walk in there, first round, boom, KO?
Rock him up.
What we saying?
Park him up.
Rock him up, thump him down, all of them things there. And I'm giving it, he's either going to do full 3 rounds, or he's just going to KO first round, minute and a half.
Yeah, I mean, he's heavy favourite. I mean, again, I should actually just say, for those that don't know, so basically Paul Liba is fighting Bob Voysey at the O2 on February the 9th at the Indigo O2. It's a really mouth-watering MAFS clash with 2 eras of MAFS fighting against each other. Paul's going in heavy favourite because he's had fights before. Bob hasn't fought before, and it's really ballsy that he's getting in there. But only one punch can change this game, that's all it takes. So Paul can't be overconfident, but from speaking to him, I don't think he's going to go in and take this fight lightly. I think he's someone who's quite articulate and calculative in his work. So I don't expect him. I think if he takes his eye off the ball, it's a dangerous fight, but I don't think he will. So yeah, he's favourite for a reason. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that at all. How do you find his diet?
Oh.
Are you having to cook different meals? So you've got one meal and he's got another meal, and you've got to cook twice at night?
I mean, I can't keep up when it comes to his dietary requirements anyway, because he's allergic to half of the things in the world anyway. So, and he eats at awkward times, and I'm just like, I cannot help you when it comes to food. Like, you are in a world of your own. But he's like, well, it works for me. It works for me. I said, okay, if it works for you, boo, do whatever you want. But I would like to change his diet a little bit. But
is it a challenge then? Like cooking at night, dinner time? Is it a challenge for you as the lady of the house?
Nobody cooking for him, because he has his dinner at 11 o'clock and I have mine at 5 or 6. So no, by that time, that's your own business.
That's absolutely brilliant. And also, I wanted to touch on, and you can speak about this as much as you wish. Obviously, I've seen that you're diabetic. How much can you tell us about your diabetes and how that affects your lifestyle and were you guys in camp, if at all?
Yeah, so I've been type 1 diabetic for nearly over 24 years now. It does affect quite a bit in day-to-day life. Like, even when I got with Paul, just little things like he then had to change. Like I just said, he has his dinner at 11, but I'd be like, we need to have dinner at 5 or 6. Like, I can't wait that long because my blood sugars will get really low. So it does affect quite a lot. Like, even if you're at work or if you're just out and about busy, like, you've constantly got to keep on track of what you're eating, what you're drinking. Even like nights out, you can't be having sugary drinks mixed with your alcohol, whatever. Like, there's so many different things, and like even your moods and stuff. Like, if I've got a low blood sugar, I can be like really snappy. I can be really confused, like just for days, and have like no idea what's going on. Like, someone could be talking to me, and like I just have no idea what the hell you're on about.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot. It really is a lot.
Is that a strain on you and him during this camp where he can't be around as much? Because let's face it, when you've got to train, you've got to train.
Yeah.
Does that put a bit of a strain on things sometimes?
I mean, when I'm down in Cheshire and he's up here, I suppose it does a little bit, but we kind of just work around it. If it means I have to have dinner by myself, then I will. Like, it's not really a thing for me. Like, I know he has to do what he has to do. Like, you've got to train, you've got to go and smash it. So if it means having to sacrifice having dinner with my man for a few nights, that's fine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as a fighter, I used to fight. I've retired now and run this chat show now, but I know that there's times where you have to go for runs when you don't want to. There's times when you've got to do a lot of stuff when you don't want to. And you just use the word sacrifice. A lot of fighters will sometimes not even see their family when they get to a sort of pro level. Yeah. No family and kids around them. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this isn't pro level, but you've got to take it seriously. This is one sport you cannot play. You can play football, you can play cricket, you can play rugby. You play this, you end up lying down looking at the stars in the middle of the O2 arena, looking at the lights. You know what I mean? In front of your friends and family, that's not a good look.
Definitely not. I refuse to see that. That's not going to happen.
Especially if Voysey's standing over him. Can you imagine that? Voice
traumatizing.
Can you imagine?
Cancelling after that.
Mate, that's a straight divorce, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. We've already had this conversation. I said, Paul, if you lose, he's like, I know, Tasha, don't worry, you'll never speak to me again. I was like, you damn right.
Yeah. I think that's got to be in the contract, isn't it? That if you lose, we have to, we'll have to depart.
100%. He literally said, Tasha, I cannot have you at a fight and you watch me lose. And I was like, I cannot watch you lose.
Are you looking forward to watching the fight?
Oh my God, yeah. I love boxing. I love like UFC, MMA. I love all of it. I loved it all before Paul. So when he told me he was a boxer, I was like, because he's so nice, you don't expect him to be a boxer.
You can't understand he's got that violence in his mind.
I was like, yes, put out the violence, Paul, pull it out.
Yeah. You like UFC as well? I never knew that.
I'm really excited to watch it. I think it'll be think it'll be a good night in general. Like even to watch Jordan and his new opponent. Like I'm just excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I'm commentating on the fight. I commentate at the shows. So basically, which I love because I just get to sit. I got the best seat in the house, and I just get to sit there and chat shit all day, which is perfect. You know, that's absolutely perfect for me. So, but I get to watch the fights like close up and personal.
Yeah.
Paul's fight is one I'm really interested to see, and I really hope he, he continues, fighting on and being successful. I hope they both do. They're both really good guys. Here's a question for the woman of the fight. So would you want your kids to fight?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you're asking the wrong kind of woman.
Well, some women just like, listen, my mum did not want me fighting.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, most people's mums don't want them fighting. Like, my mum would never come to my fights. I don't think she's ever been to one of my fights. I had 11 fights. I don't think she went to one. So mums do not like fighting usually.
I'm a different kind of mum.
Yeah.
I'd be a different kind of mum.
Yeah.
No, I feel like if my kids like turn around and said that's what they wanted to do, they wanted to be just like their dad, then I'd be like, go for it. Yeah. Unless like they were real, I'd watch them and I thought they were really shit. I'd be like, yeah, stop. You cannot embarrass this family.
I mean, so one of the girls has just said, sorry, in the chat. Let's read out some of the chat. So we've got Angel Diamond 247. Wouldn't want my son fighting. We've got Break Up Divorce Coach, and that's she'll be needed if Paul loses. I don't like watching my son. Yeah, so I think people. I don't think generally people really like women don't really like it, But the women's fighting game has really grown, hasn't it? And you've seen like some really good fighters, coming through the women's ranks. Yeah. But women's MMA as well. Again, it's growing, and all of it's growing. And I think it's for some and not so much for others. But yeah, you seem to love it, Tasha. You seem to love it.
I love it. I think I am just that girl.
Yeah, but it's refreshing to see. It's refreshing to see, someone that enjoys it and you're not getting nerves. You're looking forward to the fight, which is beautiful. Yeah, that's
I know. Why is everyone saying that I would jump in the ring? I mean, you're all right. You're 100% right. Yeah, I'm just excited. Like I said, I know what Paul is capable of. I know what he's going to bring, and that's what excites me. I get a kick out of it. I love it.
I think there's nothing wrong with it. And we're going to come on to the benefits of boxing now. But yeah, Terence Edwards, Tasha would jump into the ring if her son was getting beaten up.
100%.
Yeah.
I'll jump in the ring if I see one little bit of blood on Paul's face. Yeah. Like, don't touch him. You cannot touch him.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about the benefits. So I think I mentioned this to Paul when I interviewed him. I said, you realise what you're doing is fantastic. And he does realise what he's doing is fantastic. Hence why he keeps on fighting. Because mentally and physically, he's going to be in a great place come fight night. I mean, the fight's in 10 days, actually. 10 days. So he'll already be ready, pretty much. He could probably fight right now. He's almost ready. He'll be in great shape. But you're walking around. You've been eating clean for ages, like weeks of eating clean, off the booze, not smoking, like mindset brilliant. Like you are walking around feeling like a god in fight week. There's no negatives about what he's doing at all. And I think a lot of people think boxing's barbaric and they're a bit scared of it. Think, you're getting punching someone or you're taking punches. But actually, the benefits of what we do and is fantastic. You feel so good. And are you noticing that in his attitude? And is he walking around with a spring in his step?
Oh my God, yeah. He'll come back from training and I'm going to embarrass him now.
Let's embarrass him.
Oh, fuck it. I do it all the time. I do it all the time anyway. Like, the other day he came back and he just took his top off and he was just like, oh, I'm in good shape.
Did he actually beat his chest like that as well?
He slapped his chest like he was Terry Crews.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Like, you know what? I'm actually in good shape. And I was just
like, it. He actually beat in his chest. Look at him.
He was like, I'm the man. He's not, I am the man. And he'll just come back and he's like very proud of himself. So yeah, I definitely see a change in him. Like, he feels very confident. Like you said, he could literally fight tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a saying: if you've got it, flaunt it. You know what I mean? Why would you have a six pack and not show anyone?
He does it all the time, but then I'll try to wind him up, and I'll be like, "No, but you can do better," and he'll be like, that motivates him to go do more.
You got to just like knock his confidence down a little bit. You know, like like you can do a bit better. Has he come back with any knocks and bruises? Be honest. Has he got any black eyes or my nose or any my elbow hurts or any little injuries?
I think he said that his leg was hurting not that long ago. I don't know if that was from going on a run though. He's been doing his 5K runs at like 6 a.m. or after work or after training, so he's just constantly active. Yeah, I've no black eyes, definitely not from me anyway.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I'll tell a lie. He had one little tiny piece of cut on his nose like weeks and weeks ago, but no one can really touch him like that. As he was the champ.
Well, I have to ask you, some fighters will say abstaining from sex is beneficial to performance. What do you think about that?
I cannot comment about my lawyer present.
I thought I'd try and get you on the spot there, but
I don't crack under pressure.
You're high school. You're high school. So look, I'm going to just give you a couple of. We're going to have a little bit of fun before I let you bounce. I'm going to just name a couple of alternatives, and you're going to just give me which one you prefer. Okay? So we're going to just say. So I'm going to say rice and peas or jollof, and you're going to say to me which one you prefer. Okay? So rice and peas or jollof. What do you prefer?
To a Jamaican, please.
Where are you going then? You going rice and peas?
Some peas.
All day, every day.
No jollof around here.
Jollof is nice though, man. It is nice, but you got to go rice and peas, in you. All right then. What about Rihanna or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout.
Performance.
Plantain or plantain?
You don't upset me. Plantain. It's plantain. It's plantain. Anyone that tells me different.
I saw your video.
That tells me different. I'll get in the ring with you. I'll get in that ring next week and fight everyone that says plantain.
Paul says she's saying it wrong.
Yeah, Paul's Congolese. Paul's Congolese.
I think he sorted it. I think he sorted out some sparring for the next for the weekend. Okay then, Jordan Gale or Luke Worley?
Luke Worley.
Oh, Team Worley, eh? Oh, nice.
I've got nothing against Jordan.
No, you got game one. That's the game, isn't it?
Okay, fair enough. Luke.
Yeah. Go on then. But you've got nothing against Jordan, but
prefer Luke.
Yeah. Any reason? Must be a reason. He doesn't comb his hair. Doesn't brush his teeth.
I just got on with him more. I just got on with him more.
Fair enough. Paul Liba or Usher?
Oh, hold on. Usher, sorry. sorry, not sorry.
That's absolutely brilliant. So, would you like to give a final message to Bob Voysey? Obviously, he's due to fight your man. If there was something you could tell him on behalf of Team Liba, what are you gonna? What are you gonna tell him?
Just seen Paul's comment.
It's just put me off. Do you know what? I never get put off by comments, but he's cracked me up. I've got to tell everyone what he's just said because some people won't say. He said he's fighting Usher next. We can set that up. Paul. Okay. DKM Plush Boxing promotion. We get on to Danny. He's a matchmaker. We can somehow get Usher to drop his contract and come and fight. We'd love to see that. So, sorry, what's your message to Bob Voysey? I want you to speak on behalf of your man. Push your man to the side and come and deal with the situation. What would you say to him in the lead up to this fight?
I would say, Bob, darling, you're old news. you cannot fight my man. This isn't a competition. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna get nowhere near him. You ain't got the technique. You ain't got the skill. Boy, this is embarrassing already. Just stay your ass at home, maybe. Take your money, stay at home. Good try. Good try, though. Good try.
Yeah.
But you can't touch me, man.
That's brilliant. I could have said it better. I don't think Paul could have said it better, and I certainly could have said it
Paul
better.
can't trash talk.
Nah.
I was like, you should have let me do it to him.
Yeah, I think you might have to. I think you might just have to put a fake beard on and then go and do the press conference for him. What did? What would you? What's your prediction?
What rounds?
Yeah, give us a prediction. First round KO.
I would prefer.
Or can you see him playing with him for a bit?
I would prefer him to do that. I would prefer it to be a first round KO,
yeah.
But I think he's trained too hard. I think Paul will want to go the full 3 rounds. I don't know why. I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like it will be 3 rounds. So Bob's going to be mad tired. He's going to be tired. He's not going to realise that those 2 minutes are actually long when you're boxing. You're not just dancing around.
It is long. The second half of the fight, even in a 3-round fight, and I'm speaking from experience because I've had loads of 3-round fights. The second half, and Paul would know this, the second half separates the boys from the men. If you haven't been doing your runs correctly, or you cut a few corners, eat a bit of cake, or it catches up to you that second half. That second half of the second round is tough. And the guy that can keep on putting it on the gas, you can win fights just from absolute work rate. Exactly. Gym or shopping?
Oh my God, neither, unless it's online shopping. I don't like being out.
What about gym? Do you train?
No, I used to all the time. I used to go like 4 days a week, and now I can't.
Why did you stop?
I don't know. Why did I stop?
It's motivation with gym, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I don't like people seeing me sweat. I don't know what it is. It freaks me out. I'm like, don't look at my face. I look ugly. I'm like sweating. I don't like it. I just got a PT, so I'm going to get back. I'm going to be looking like Beyonce by the end of the week.
Would you train with your man?
Oh, yeah.
Like you go gym with him and train with him?
Yeah, so the first few weeks when we were filming MAFS, Paul, there was a gym in where we were staying, and we went to the gym. And I went with Paul, and I was like, right, yeah, by the time we're finished here, I'm gonna be looking sexy. I'm gonna be skinny. I went twice. I was just like, this isn't for me. Like, this is supposed to be a nice little holiday, and I'm gymming. I was like, no, it's not for me. And I've been to his boxing gym and stuff whilst he's been training. And I was watching him, and I was like, I just had surgery on my hands, so I was like, I really want to fight, and it was really upsetting me. But then I did a few bag rounds, and he was like, "Oh, you actually can fight," and I was like, "I wasn't all talk. I wasn't all talk, and I know what I'm doing."
Would you have a fight yourself?
Would I?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Next show, we getting you on then?
Let's do it. Paul already wants me to do Misfits. He wants me to make all the money.
Hold on, you've heard this live and exclusively. We've got a main event. I've
been saying this from the get-go.
So who would you like to fight?
Oh.
Who on MAFS would you like to fight? You've got to choose one. You can't beat around the bush. That's the question.
Oh.
No, it has to be a woman.
Oh, that's not fair.
Look, life's not fair. Go on, you've got to fight one of the girls. Who are you going for?
I think just for the hype, people would like me to fight Erica, but I wouldn't want to fight any of them because I love them all. Who don't I like? Do I not like anyone anymore? No, I like everyone.
So you got to fight Erica, yeah? So how do you see that one going? I've got to build it up. If we're going to get a main event, we've got to get a main event.
Don't ask stupid questions.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. What I'd really like is just a final message from you to your supporters, like everyone that's wished you so well throughout the whole MAFS experience and are now following you now. Have you got a final message just for everybody?
Yeah, just want to say thank you to absolutely every single person that sent nothing but well wishes, being positive, kind messages, and just being so supportive, like regarding my diabetes, mine and Paul's journey, just everything. I'm so grateful and so blessed to have these people around me and supporting me. So thank you.
Yeah, and I would just like to say on that note that, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. And I think I said to you, it's great to have souls and good characters like yourself around. You know, you warm the room up. You certainly warm this Insta Live up by having yourself on here. I will see you at Fight Night, no doubt.
Yes.
And I will I might see you. I don't know if you are going to be at the press conference. I'm not allowed to announce what it is. So, but hopefully I'll see you in the build up. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your help. And I wish you guys and Team Liba the best of luck for Fight Night.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. And we don't need luck because we'll smash it.
You don't need luck. And we'll get that Roberts versus Jay main event sorted out then.
God,
thank you very much, Tasha.
Headline tomorrow, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Thank you so much, Tasha.
You.
Honestly, it's been a pleasure.
I
appreciate you. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.